Good morning and welcome to Our Issues Milwaukee. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. Our focus this morning is on local community centers. Community centers bring a wide range of benefits to youth, families, and communities as a whole. Specific programs can boost academic performance, reduce risky behaviors, promote physical health, and provide a safe, structured environment for children. Silver Spring Neighborhood Center has been there for the residents of West Lawn, Wisconsin's largest public housing development since 1958. And my first guest, they're here to tell us more about youth programs at the Silver Spring Neighborhood Center. Aisha Carr, she is the director of the Opportunity Youth Program, and Kahala Hicks, she's an Opportunity Youth Peer Connector. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Thank you both for being here. The Silver Spring Neighborhood Center, you guys also house a Child Development Center and Browning Elementary School, and you've got something new coming in the fall.
Rocket Ship will be launching this fall.
Okay, and
that's
that is
K4 through 8th grade, I believe.
Okay.
Elementary, middle school.
All right, good stuff. So if you would, tell us in a nutshell kind of all the things that you offer at the Silver Spring Neighborhood Center.
So the Silver Spring Neighborhood Center has been celebrating or serving the community for about 60 years. They're actually getting ready to celebrate their 60th anniversary. And they provide resources to the immediate community, resources such as housing assistance, healthcare, mental health services, sports, recreation, academic enrichment. We are launching the Re-Engagement Center for the Opportunity Youth. They have a food pantry. They have a nursing center for residents and neighbors in the community to come and receive free health screening. And so they've been serving the community, the immediate neighborhood, the Silver Spring neighborhood, for quite a while, offering an array of opportunities and resources.
Yeah, it's really a gem in the neighborhood for sure. Kahala, you just joined the Silver Spring Neighborhood Center. So what got your attention and had you join?
Well, when Miss Aisha told me about it, it kind of really sparked my interest, because as a youth and seeing other youth struggle in the community, I know that could have been me in any position, and I wanted to just give back and let them know, like, there's other resources you can do besides going the opposite route, that everybody should be functioning in society in some type of way. Everybody fits somewhere.
Yeah, so we'll talk a little bit more about what you do as a peer connector, but just last year, Silver Spring Neighborhood Center received a beautiful multi-sports complex that was a gift from the Milwaukee Bucks and Johnson Controls, and I don't guess I need to ask you, the kids are really enjoying that right now.
Yes, they are. Yes, basketball, other activities. Yeah, we have a lot of events, community events on the grounds that welcomes and embraces neighbors in the area. Yeah, but lots of basketball tournaments.
Oh yeah, and you have a number of sports programs along with anti-violence and teen pregnancy programs, as well as academic and personal development programs to help develop and enhance interpersonal, academic, and leadership skills. Those are all very important. So being a peer connector, you are going to be displaying leadership, because you're really going to be kind of like a mentor to other young people. What does it mean for you to be able to, give back to another young person who maybe, feels like you understand more than an adult would?
Yes, I understand. I just want to show them that there's always a safe haven. So if you need to come and talk, somebody's going to be there, and that you don't always have to do things alone. Like, there's always going to be somebody, some support system to help you. And I just want to be relatable to a young person, because growing up, I didn't have anybody like older to help me guide the way. So I want to be that for other people, so they can pass it on and show the community what they have to offer.
Yeah, learn how to be a mentor generationally, right?
Yes.
So let's talk about this Opportunity Youth Program. You've got 16,000 Milwaukee youth between the ages of 16 and 24 who are not engaged in education or employment, and Silver Spring Neighborhood Center has developed this special program with all of that in mind. Tell us more.
So according to the latest data, we have about 16,349 Opportunity Youth. Opportunity Youth are youth ages 16 to 24 that are disengaged and disconnected in employment, with employment opportunities, education, housing, mental health, all of that. And so in this re-engagement center that we're developing, we want to develop a holistic model to get to the foundation or the core of what makes an opportunity youth, and from there develop programs, trainings, and then opportunities that will one by one eliminate and reduce that population of youth. And so we're working to develop mental health programming. We're building relationships with the Housing Authority. We're working closely with West Lawn Gardens. We're partnering with various community entities to fill that void and develop the skills, job training skills, and we're also working with youth that have dropped out of high school to help them achieve or obtain their high school diplomas, GED or HSED. And for those that want to go on and pursue higher ed, we're working with them to provide ACT training, SAT, and get them set and enrolled. And so it's an array of resources that we are developing to address, eliminate, address the needs, eliminate barriers, and get them on the right path to re-engagement.
A plethora of things that you're offering, and this is based off of national models in Boston, Seattle, and Philadelphia. So this is something that has shown and proved to work for young people, and we are really blessed to have you guys use that blueprint and bring it to the city. You have a youth re-engagement center that's located on the northwest side. Where exactly is that?
So it's in the Silver Spring Neighborhood Center. We're located at 5460 North 64th Street. We have a small space right now that we're working with the Opportunity Youth to develop and make it their own space, their safe haven, as KK, as we refer to her, as KK stated. And so they're designing the walls. We're trying to raise funds and seek donations for furniture. And once we get it all up and going, we're going to do a launching open house where we're going to invite the community, community partners, and other youth throughout the city to come in. But right now it's just a space where they can receive training, they can receive counseling and mental health therapy sessions, they can receive resume building services, anything that they need. That is going to be their space to come and to get on a path of re-engagement.
Okay, so with the Opportunity Youth Program, you've got peer connectors, and Kahala has pretty much given us some insight on what it means to be in this type of leadership roles, but you have a number of young people who are working as a team as peer connectors, right?
Yes, so in the first year, we were really set out to recruit and retain 50 to 100 youth, but in that process, we learned that we're not going to make this a number game. We want to develop relationships. We want to understand each individual and what they bring to the table and develop re-engagement portfolios to get them to that next step. And so we have some youth workers, one who could not be with us today, Zion Rogers. She's one of our youth worker peer connectors, and we hired on about 4 or 5 other ones through Earn and Learn and through the agency itself. And they're working with me to develop this program and then reach out to their peers and bring them in.
Kind of recruit them in. Gotcha.
And in that, they're developing their own skills. They're developing various skills. They're going through the various trainings that I have to go through, and so
okay, that's awesome stuff. It really is, and it is a sad reality that many young people today, they have histories of homelessness, incarceration, and not to mention a lot of them come through the foster care system. So how are you going to work with young people that come through this program? I mean, we've established the fact that sometimes it's better for another young person to talk to someone that they feel like they have something in common with, someone that understands, or maybe someone that's been there and done that. What are your hopes in being able to connect with young people who may be dealing with a lot of different issues?
Well, I do want to let them know that there's, like I said before, there's always going to be somebody you could talk to, and that I'll be there too to help them through their journey of becoming a successful person in society. Especially as Black youth, we need to empower the community to let them know that we are there for them, and that there's always going to be, you know, that solid fun. Even though no matter what you came through or what you come from, there's always going to be that light where you can succeed.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel, right? Yeah. So a little bit about you. Where do you go to school? What?
Rufus King.
Rufus King, all right. And are you going into your, what year are you?
A freshman.
A freshman. I was getting ready to say, are you going into your senior year? So you are really, you know, like really getting involved with the community at a perfect age. What have you decided what you want to do once you graduate from high school?
I want to go to school and become an orthodontist, and hopefully on my own dental industry.
All right, I love that. Okay. And along the way, you just kind of develop some leadership skills in helping others. This is awesome stuff that you guys are doing. And I guess for someone who may be watching, what steps would they take if they want to get a young person involved in this program, either as a peer connector or as someone who really needs to take advantage of some of the resources that you're providing?
So we are located outside of the Silver Spring Neighborhood Center. We have office hours from 8 to 4 p.m. each day. I would encourage anyone to stop in. We can also be found on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Opportunity Youth, MKE, hashtag. But yeah, they can stop in and receive information. We have a referral system, whereas if someone encounters or meets an Opportunity Youth, they can refer them, and we have a process that we go through, including intake process, where we're meeting with the youth just to understand like their needs, short-term, intermediate, and long-term. And so again, we can be reached at the Silver Spring Neighborhood Center Monday through Friday from 8 to 4 p.m.
Thank you both so much for coming by and telling us about this new program.
Thank you
Aisha
for having
Carr,
us.
she's the director of the Opportunity Youth Program at the Silver Spring Neighborhood Center, and Kahala Hicks, she's an Opportunity Youth Peer Connector. You can follow them on Facebook at Silver Spring MKE, or again, go to their website at ssnc-milw.org. When we return to Our Issues Milwaukee, we'll focus on another outstanding community center here in the city. It's in the heart of the community, delivering educational and community building services that meet the needs of LGBT people living in the greater Milwaukee area. We'll find out more about Milwaukee LGBT Community Center right after this.